Hi everyone, I am Danielle Baranowski. I am a fourth grade teacher in Bay City, Michigan, and I am also on the Mind team. So what I'm going to be talking about today with you guys are some free resources that I utilize every single day in my classroom or out of my classroom if we're talking virtual. So I wanted to go ahead and share them with you, and hopefully you guys can find some use out of them and use them moving into the next year. So my first resource that I'm going to share with you guys is Epic. And Epic is exactly how it sounds. It is Epic. So for me, I teach in a low-income at-risk school, and this gives my kids, especially with being virtual this last half of the year, the opportunity to seek out books that they might not have access to at home. And the wonderful thing is that it does have the option for them to listen to audio portions, and there's a huge selection of books. For example, we read The Island by Gordon Corman in my classroom, and it has the series. You can find them. And my kids were so excited to see a series that we were reading in class online on Epic. And it's just beautiful pictures that they show. Everything is great, and they can filter it exactly to their needs on this website. My next resource is ReadWorks. ReadWorks is something that is going to go ahead and knock it out of the park for you. It helps you and your students prepare for state testing and just in general work on their comprehension. I like to use this for the text-dependent analysis portion of the M-STEP because it does ask them to support any ideas that they're picking with evidence from the text, and they have to go back. They have to highlight. They have to do those things with these passages. So the wonderful thing is that this is not grade specific just for elementary school. It goes all the way up to 12th grade, and there are wonderful informational articles. And again, students can go ahead and pull from the vocabulary, comprehension. It has every aspect that you would need. Again, allowing me to differentiate for my students. And it also has the opportunity to turn on audio for both questions as well as the texts. My third resource is CNN 10. This is something I was using nearly every day in my classroom when the kids came back from lunch. It was a good way for them to decompress after their lunch and their recess, but it also let them figure out what was going on in the world. It kept them up to date with their current events, and all it took was 10 minutes. It was a fantastic resource for you to use in your classroom, and again, to keep the kids in the know and up to date on what's happening in the world. My fourth resource is one that you can find on YouTube. It's Mr. Parr. He is a science, I believe he's middle school science, and he creates all these wonderful resources. And lots of times he takes a popular song, remixes it to something that the kids are familiar with, and lets it kind of stick in their brain, and they love listening to Mr. Parr. If you look here, there's just a ton of awesome videos that he's created, and you can find content that is pertinent to your grade, your subject level, whatever. He's a wonderful resource. And my fifth and final resource is calm.com. This is a resource that is free to all educators. And it's awesome because this is for your self-care. This is what's so important. I think sometimes us educators do not take the time to do. And see, my screen just went to sleep, and it just was beautiful. But it gives you the option to deal with stress. It gives you all these different options on when you want to do it. It gives you a little quiz when you log in, and it sets up a training program for you to learn how to meditate and take care of yourself.